you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1 percentile? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
And welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Well, the market's down 500 points, or 448 points. Now, if you recall, I told you on Monday when the market rallied, and I told my members, do not chase the market because it's going to give it back. The worst thing you can do is chase these rallies on news. What you do actually is you sell into the rally. So if you're making money, that's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to sell right into them. You don't buy the stocks. Now remember, we've given up all that 1,700 points. First day we gave back 800 of the 1,700 points. Never do that. So many people lost money when, again, you should have been making money, not losing money, or at least staying even. So don't, again, it's so difficult. I know when you sit there and you see the market going up and you hear these fake business news networks and they're all so excited and this is it, we're on our way. We're not on our way. We're not on our way. That euphoria is also, that it was associated with the 1,700 point rally. That also is gone. That was ridiculous. Everything was going to be, they kept saying, you know what? This is it. We're going to go back to that wonderful economy we had before the virus. We're going to go back to that historic economy we had. What a bunch of BS that was. What historic economy before the virus? What are you, nuts? Best economy ever? That's insane. Then why? Then why, tell me, then why is it that 33% of the S&P 500 largest companies are in trouble? They had more cash going out than coming in, just like the U.S. government. Remember what I said? 33% of the S&P 500 companies, their cash flow's negative. Oh, but you don't hear that from the fake Business News Network, do you? You only hear it from here on my show. That's it. Also, what you don't hear, these zero rates for all these years, 12 years now, has destroyed the economy. And it's very, very hard to have a recovery. Oh, they're all excited. Remember, the economy dropped 31%. Then it went back up 31%. We're even. That means we're at zero. It's unbelievable. The worst thing that ever happened to our economy was these zero rates and keeping them there so long. When you keep rates at zero for too long, it's over. It kills your economy from within. You want interest rates going up. Interest rates going up means we're doing well. If you have interest rates going up, that means we have an economy that's doing terrific. Then you start raising the rates to calm it down, put the fire out a little bit. And the record high stock prices every day. Now remember, Trump kept crediting himself for the market. But what he didn't understand, the companies are disconnected from the market. In other words, the underlying value of these companies have nothing to do with the price. Meaning, if the price of a company, a stock's at 200, the value is nowhere near 200. It's unbelievable. Well, the stock price is going up so high through zero interest rates because they can do stock buybacks, keep pushing the price up. And the value, the underlying value is dropping. But remember, the zero rates keep masking that. They keep masking the warning signs of all the excessive borrowing by corporations. Do you know right now, we've never had corporations this deep in debt. $10 trillion. Or households. So what are they talking about? When that market went up 1,700 points on Monday, I told my members, remember, every time they have an announcement and the market goes up, I don't care if it's an interest rate hike, interest rate cut, every time the market, it always goes up the wrong way. And then eventually it returns and goes back. That's exactly what's happening here. This is a joke. A joke. Think about this. If the economy was historic economy, never had such a strong economy before the pandemic, then why did the BLS keep fudging the jobs numbers every month? They were using the birth-death metric system to fudge the numbers, the job numbers, make them look better than they were. It's an old trick. Unbelievable. And if this was the best economy ever before the pandemic, then why is it? It was the best economy, then why the Federal Reserve, if they were so worried about a recession, why were they manipulating gasoline prices down? They were putting pressure on the gasoline prices to go down. You know why? Because they were so worried over recession, they wanted to give consumers extra money in their pocket. They didn't want gasoline prices going up. They said, well, we'll keep pushing the gasoline prices down. They'll keep spending. They'll have that extra money, the consumers to spend. They'll keep us out of recession. Well, it didn't work. And the fake narrative, one of the biggest tax cuts ever, really helped out it really helped out this country. It didn't work. The tax cut didn't work. The 2017 Jobs Tax Cut and Jobs Act 2017, it didn't work. It didn't work. So we didn't have the best economy ever. I mean, the real reason behind the tax cuts and the Jobs Act of 2017. Oh, remember the cut was from 35% to 21%? Remember that? They never paid 35% to begin with. They weren't even paying 21%. Before the tax cuts, they were paying 12% for years and years and years. Remember, they own Congress. The largest corporations own Congress. They buy Congress. You do know that, don't you? They buy Congress. And all the loopholes they've been getting, the real tax rate they pay is like 12%. Now remember, too, this great tax cut that we had, it wasn't as advertised. We were told it would lead with the corporations getting these tax breaks, and they'd have all this extra cash, would lead to more investment, more jobs. Wages would go up because they're producing more. Because if they got all this extra money, they're going to plow it back into their company, new machinery, new equipment. That means higher productivity, higher wages, more jobs, and faster economic growth. That's what they said. Well, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Because why? The corporations did not take that tax savings and plow the money back into their company. Not through business investment. Never happened. What did they do? They used it for stock buybacks. All the tax savings went back to stock buybacks to rally the market. And the rally in the market has no relationship to the stocks anymore. No, it's separate. It's separate. Since 2008, the beginning of QE, the fake business news networks has taken parking space in Main Street's head. The stock market's the economy. That's what it was all about, to get them to think the stock market's the economy, keep it going up, and they wouldn't know the difference. We'll be right back after this break here at Phil's Gang. Remember St. Jude, please.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can.
PhilsGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With PhilsGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to PhilsGang.com. PhilsGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so we're talking about the market, how it's so disconnected. The stock price of a company is disconnected from that company. It has nothing to do with it. A stock price can be $55, but if you really look at the company and go through the company, the stock price is worth $5 or $10. That is what's happened since 2008. Over 12 years, there's no more of that connection. Remember, it used to be a stock price reflected the real value of that company, its earnings, its growth. Companies would plow their profit right back in that company. New equipment, new machinery, new buildings. People would get increased productivity. Then they get an increased wage. They'd be spending. The economy grows. That all stopped in 2008 under Obama and Biden. It stopped once they started QE. But I got to tell you this. I've been in this market for 45 years. More than that, actually. And it's easier to make money now than ever before. Why? Because when you had to buy a stock before, you had to find companies. You had to go through the companies, find undervalued companies, companies where management screwed up, and you have to go through all their numbers. I mean, you have to be an accountant, for God's sakes, go through everything, compare them to this, compare them to that. I mean, you had to do some real research to find these undervalued companies. And then you finally find one, you scope it down, you finally buy it, you hold on it for 10 years, and you make money. That all stopped in 2008 with QE. Once the CEOs started buying their own shares back and move the stock price up, because remember, their compensation is tied to the stock price. Today is so much easier. You can throw all that stuff away. I haven't looked at a financial statement of a company in 12 years. Why? There's no reason to. It has nothing to do with the company. A stock can be at 200 or 300, and the real value of that stock is $5. Doesn't matter, because the institutions have taken over the market. It's just a with high tech. And all it is moving money around. That's all they do now, is move money around. They all follow each other. Now listen to this. Listen to this.
My advice to everyday investors is stay calm, don't panic. This thing's going to get resolved, and don't try to time this market. You got to own equities. You got to diversify. Don't panic and go to cash like a lot of people are doing. It's a big mistake.
Yeah. Everybody now in the brokerage business, they're all trying to keep you in the market. Diversify. You want to diversify? You're going to diversify yourself right in a poorhouse. Here, listen to this guy.
Small caps and mid caps, especially on the value side, are entering a long-term bull market.
Boy, doesn't he sound? Doesn't he sound intelligent? Doesn't he really sound intelligent? Listen to this.
You need to really get in now, and you need to get in, and I would go where the valuations are.
Oh, yeah, get in the market now. Go where the valuations are. Look how smart these guys are, aren't they? Don't they sound so intelligent? I mean, they're so smart, these guys. These are the same guys that had you in the market when the dot-coms crashed. These are the same guys that got you right in the top of the market before the financial and housing crash. These are the same guys that when the market went up on Monday, $1,700, they got you in the market. These are the geniuses. Listen to this one.
We've got a very, very strong housing-related economy.
Oh, yeah, right. Are you kidding me? Go look at a housing stock. We've been shorting them, KBH. We've been short KBH. People are running out there and they think, well, look at the housing market. Everybody said the housing market's hot. Look at that. Housing market's not hot. What, are you kidding? What they've done with the economy is so bad. They drop interest rates down so low that people who can afford a house, they're going out there like crazy people, and especially new houses, trying to build new houses. And they're going to get caught. I say this every day. They're going to get caught. I hope they put 20, they better put 30% down, because that's what they're going to lose. I mean, there's no housing boom. A housing boom is when we have economic growth of 3.5%, 4%. A housing boom is when wages are going up. When wages are going up, that's a housing boom. When wages haven't gone anywhere for 12 years and houses go up, that's not a housing boom. Wages and housing go together. Do you remember what happened? And I can't believe how people are forgetting. Didn't we have this so-called housing boom before and it crashed? Same thing is happening now. This is back in 2006, 2007. Same thing's happening, especially new housing. Oh, my God. So it's actually easier now to make money. Let me tell you why. Give you an example. When these stocks started to rally on Monday because the market went up 1,700 points, and all these stocks were going up, it was amazing. I'll just take one stock. I'll take KBH. I'll take McDonald's. We own McDonald's. So McDonald's. Let's take McDonald's. So we were shorting McDonald's, and my chart was right. My chart turned red like it's supposed to. And on my chart, nobody else has this. On my chart, it shows when the direction of the stock and the direction of the money. Now listen to what I'm saying. This is what makes it easy. Now that you don't have to know anything about a company, don't have to know about its free cash flow, don't have to know about its net, you don't have to know about its margins, you don't have to know any of that stuff. Here's all you need to know. Because you just got to know, okay, McDonald's, we were shorting it. And then all of a sudden, Monday, boom, the thing went nuts. It went from 207 all the way up to 227. What do you, and people are, should I get out? Should I get out? Should I get out? No, don't get out. It's going the wrong way. Because what do we look at? What do we look at to know if the stock's going the wrong way and it's going to reverse itself? When I get back from this break, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to show you. It's nuts. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make...
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
You've already seen industrials rallying the last 2 months. I think financials are next. And we talked about this yesterday. I'm going to say it again. I think the three reasons.
How does he know? I don't care what his reasons are. How does he know the financials are next? Listen to me. When stock prices, if you take Citigroup, the price of Citigroup has no connection to the company, meaning it has no connection to their profit margins, no connection to their operating margins, no connection to the return on assets or return on equity, which is what you judge the management, how good the management's doing, how good the CEO is doing. You judge their effectiveness by looking at return on assets, return on equity. That used to be very, very important. Nobody cares anymore. Who cares about the revenue? It has the price of the stock has nothing to do with the gross profit. Free cash flow used to be huge, huge. First thing I always used to go to when I was scoping down a company, I go to the free cash flow. How much free cash flow did they have? And then the other thing I always would look at is their margins, their profit margins, operating margins. Then I'd look, of course, at how's their management doing. But today, no matter what the price is of Microsoft, it has nothing to do with their revenues anymore. You understand what I'm saying? This is where people are getting so screwed, and people in 401ks are going to get annihilated. For 12 years, the prices have been going up for one reason only, because the CEO stopped taking his profits, and when he could borrow money, he would take the money with his profits, and he'd buy his own shares to push the stock price up. That's why the economy is so bad. For them to say the economy was terrific before the pandemic, that is a joke. That is so untrue. That doesn't make any sense. Do you really think they would have been rigging the gasoline prices down? Yeah, they're rigging the prices, pushing prices down so they could turn around and hoping people would have more money so that they make sure we didn't go into a recession. They were so worried about the recession. Unbelievable. And again, why did Trump do these tax cuts for these large companies? So he thought they were going to take their money and plow it back in. He was wrong. He was wrong. And remember, he also thought that they're going to plow all this money back into their companies. Earnings would go up. Everything would go up. It would all trickle down, and every household would get $4,000 more a year. In other words, if you take a company, they cut their taxes, and they take that money, and they plow it back in their business, and buy new machinery, new equipment. Productivity goes up. Wages go up. That means that every person was supposed to get $4,000. Remember, he promised everybody $4,000. It didn't happen because they took the money. What did they do? The CEO bought the stock of the company for, and that way he did well. The stock went up, and the stock keeps going up and up and up and up, but the companies don't improve. Their revenues don't improve. Their net income doesn't improve. Operating margins don't improve. So here's what you got to do. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Think how lucky you are. So if you give you an example. So Microsoft I don't even look at those numbers I just went over. So Microsoft started to drop from September 3rd. It started to turn red on my chart. Told me to short it. And then I checked my cash. The cash flow of Microsoft, institutions were pulling their money out. And that matched the red on my chart, which means the stock price was going down and the cash was going down. So that means the money was coming out. Now what will happen sometimes, like when a stock goes up and you look, but the money is coming out of the company. The institutions are pulling their money out, but the price is going up. So you know, I better not buy it. And you ask, well, how can the price go up if the money's coming out? Easy. It's manipulated. Every morning the specialists are market makers, they set the price. They can set it anywhere they want. So the only thing, what's beautiful now, you haven't got to know anything about a company. And now you got the opportunity when these companies go down. Now here we are. We got a 463 point down right now today. So you want to be shorting the stocks that are going down. If you're in a stock, you don't want to be just sitting there hoping. You want to short it. And the other day, remember, they're also, okay, now that Biden's the president, these are the stocks you better get rid of Apple, better get rid of Microsoft, get rid of Cisco, get rid of Netflix, get rid of all the big tech companies and start buying Coca-Cola. Start buying Coca-Cola. Start buying all the pharmaceutical companies. He said, go ahead and buy the healthcare companies. Oh, so I see. So the big tech companies that drove this economy for 13 years now, straight up, or since 2013, straight up, without those. Remember, these 6 companies, think about it, out of 500 companies, 6 companies, or think of it this way, 33% of the value of these 500 companies, 33% is these 6 companies. How can 6 companies be 33% of the value, the entire value of these 500 companies? That's crazy. But it is. It's a fact. So stop. If you're going to make money, you could have your kids making money. Take them out of school, for God's sakes. If they're in college, get them out of college. What are you wasting your money for? What do you want them to come out like AOC? You want them to come out like AOC and sound like that idiot on, I can't think of her name, on The View?
I think those people in his administration that not only drafted some of those policies, but were complicit in those policies shouldn't be forgotten. I don't think that those people should be able to profit from their experience within the Trump administration. People need to be held accountable for their actions. And I don't think it is reminiscent of McCarthyism.
No, it's Stalin, that's what he did. But my point is, all this crazy stuff that's going. So why have your kid in college listening to professors who are teaching that crap? They'll make more money in the stock market because your kids don't have to learn anything about the stocks. They don't have to. Honest to God, they don't. If they're going to buy Microsoft, they don't need to know what the return on assets are. They don't have to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning like I used to years and years ago. See what the return on equity was. See what the profit margins are. Then I'd go through all the stocks in that same group, and I compare it to the other companies. And I find out what the PE ratio is on Microsoft compared to all the other stocks that like Microsoft. Where their PE ratio is lower, I'd have to go look. You don't have to do any of that now. The opportunity to make money in the stock market has never been so high. And the one thing that's so good is that if a stock is going up and the money is flowing out, you're going to know not to buy it. My God. That's what happened the other day when the market went up 1,700 points. Stocks were going up, and my God, the money was pouring out. Take like Pulte Homes. Good example. Pulte's Homes, money was pouring out, and the stock took off like crazy. It went from $41 up to almost $47. 41 to 47. Went up 14%, but guess what? You know where people buy that stock, where they bought it that day? They bought it at the 14% at the very top. You know what? They lost it all. It's back down to where it was. But if you had my chart, when it started to go up, you would have never got in it because you would have said, whoa, wait a minute. I can see on Phil's chart, the money is flowing out of Pulte Homes. The institutional money's the institution's taking their money out, and the stock is going up, so I'm not going to get in that. Thank God I didn't get in. Came all the way back down. Wouldn't you like to know that you get into a stock, for heaven's sakes? I'm going to give this thing to you free for 10 days. You'll see. You'll sell yourself. Wouldn't it be nice to know from now on, when you get into a stock, that it's not going to hold? It can't because the money's coming out? There's no other stock in the country, a chart that shows you this. These are my charts. Try it free for 10 days. It works.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com and give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, every day we have our portfolio of stocks. And we take those stocks and we do a video on every one of our stocks. We follow about 12 stocks. And we post it at 2 o'clock. Our members get a posting at 2. We post our stocks and tell them exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. So it's like this. Here we posted CAT today.
Looking at Caterpillar here now, you see we turned red. We're also down to about 66% now on our stochastic. Since we're not making a new low, we're not going to go big with this, but what I want you to do is go from a scout and add 24 shares now, so you should have a total.
And then he goes on, he tells you what to do with your stock. What to do. God, how much easier can it be? Then we even make it easier. Give you an example. The other day, when the market went up Monday, 1,700 points because of the vaccine. I was, I gotta buy the airlines. I gotta buy the airlines. Really? Okay. So Love went up 19% in one day. But people didn't buy Love. People didn't buy Love when it was at around $41. You know where they bought it? Most of them bought it at $48 and $49. It always works that way. People don't know what they're doing. They always hesitate. They don't get in, and then they chase it. They get right at the top. Well, guess where it is? They lost 19% on that stock. It came all the way back down where it started, just like the S&P did. Went up 1,700, came all at $1. It came all the way back down. S&P, same thing. Here's another airline. Everybody says, I got it. Oh, they got the vaccine. I better get into Delta Airlines, or I better get into any airline. I better get into Love. So again, Love went from $40 up to $49. Now it's back to $41. If anybody got into JetBlue, right? JetBlue, they got in at $12.50. Get this, $12.50. It went up to $16. But they didn't catch the $12 to $16. Doesn't work that way. They got in at probably $15.50. You know where it is today? $13.46. So you got in $15.50, now it's $13.46. You know how much you lost? That's about a 12%, I think. 13% loss. 13%. And all these stocks are all coming back. But my members didn't do it. Because why? Because when they saw Love, now we have what we call scouts on every one of these. What does that mean? We take all these beaten down stocks and we just buy 1 share or 2 shares, so we track it until we know the stock's going in the right direction, until it turns green. Well, guess what? We knew when Love was going up, the cash, we have this little indicator that tells us, is the institutions, are their cash going in or is it coming out? Cash is coming out. So if the cash is coming out, you know the stock, when it rallies, it's not going to hold. And it came all the way back. Now, if you get into a stock, for example, we bought JetBlue. We bought JetBlue around, it was in August, we bought it around, I think it was around $11. And then we got out when it told us to get out. We got out when it was around $13. We had an 18% gain. But we knew when it was going up, we checked in our indicator for which way the money was going. The money was going into JetBlue. Now, when JetBlue went up this time, JetBlue was going straight up, went from $12.50 all the way up to $16. Our cash indicator showed different this time. It showed, when this thing went up 28%, it showed that the cash was coming out, and the candlesticks were red, not green. So it told us to stay out of it because it wouldn't hold, and it didn't. It came all the way back down. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know how much easier it could be. So when your stocks, and if you want to make money on stocks that are going down, what is a better tool than that? If you don't want to short a stock, if you just want to know, okay, I'm buying this stock, I'm wondering, It's going up. Should I get in it? Is the money going into the stock or is it not? You have no way of telling on your chart. Your broker's not going to tell you. He doesn't know. He's a dope. What's he know? But the chart will tell you. So check it out. Go to philsgang.com. Go to Pro 2, which is a Working Investor Group. And during that 10 days, you'll have access to our member portfolio. And just take a couple stocks. Just do it on paper. Don't do real money. And follow us for 10 days. And you'll sell yourself on it. You say, this thing really does work. Never again will you be in the market having to worry about stocks going up a minute. I wonder if I should be in it. You're going to know. You're going to know in an instant. You're going to see the money's going the wrong way. I better get out. So I told you several times how I felt about Larry Kudlow and Steve Moore, that they should have been fired. And you know, the president lost. Because you know why he lost? Because Main Street, the folks on Main Street, people who make $40,000 a year or less, they never felt that sense of security. When they talked about that 2017 Tax Cut and Jobs Act, where taxes were going to be reduced from 35% to 21% of corporations, and that tax savings, they said, would trickle down to every home. So every household would have $4,000. Now, the government wasn't going to write you a check for $4,000. What they were saying was, Larry Kudlow saying, because these corporations are going to save so much money in taxes from 35% to 21%, that would trickle down. And all those profits, they were going to plow back into their company, and that means earnings were going to go up, wages were going to go up, and that would mean everybody, the economy would be making $4,000 a year at their household. It didn't happen. Matter of fact, they weren't even paying 35 to 21%. You know what they're really paying when they got that tax cut? They're already paying just 12% because they own Congress. And all the loopholes throughout the years, they were only paying 12% to begin with. So the problem is that at the end, I think what really hurt him was that the regular guy on the street was making $40,000. That's 50% of our workforce who make $40,000 a year or less. He never felt good. He never felt good. And then now he's worrying about his medical care. He's worrying about the health care. He's worrying about college. Now all of a sudden, the communists come in and they say we're going to get rid of all the student loans. That's another thing. You see the student loans. Nobody's paying their student loans. The outstanding student loans now up $54 billion in 12 months. Remember, the student loans now you don't have. They're on a forbearance. So nobody's paying their student loans because they said, well, we just put in a Marxist group, so they're going to give no more do we have to pay for student loans. Can you imagine what's going on here? I mean, this is getting crazy. But that means, do you know how much money they're going to have to print to do all these programs? They're going to pay for everybody's college, Medicare. They're going to pay for everything now. Eyeglasses, hearing aids, anything you need, you're going to get free. Everything's going to be free again. So people got scared. People got scared. And when they weren't making that $4,000 a year or more, they got scared. So they went over to the other side. They were just scared. They said, well, if I can get my college loan paid off and all my medical care, oh my God, everything's going to be free. I don't like Biden, but boy, why wouldn't I go to Biden? And that's why the race was so close. But if he mandated those corporations, like I said, mandate those corporations to plow that money back in or don't give them the tax cut. Larry Kudlow talked the president out of that. I know that for a fact. Talked him out of it. I know that for a fact. Listen to stupid Larry Kudlow. So at the end of the day, who gained? The CEOs and the biggest shareholders, because their stock keeps going up. And that's what's going on right now. All these stocks are going up, and they have no profits. Shouldn't you, before you get into a stock, know that? That before you buy a stock, shouldn't you know it can't hold itself, that the money's coming out of the stock? Shouldn't you know that before buying it? You don't have a chart you can look at. Mine's the only chart that has that, because I designed it. So if your stock's going up, you'll know if the money's going in. If the stocks go up, you know money's going out. Then stay away from it. It works. Free for 10 days. Get the chart. Get the membership. philsgang.com and get the Pro 2 Working Investor. Sign up for that group right there. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.